Chapter 3. Arthur could have taken the envelope straight home after school, but he didn't. Mr. Hannig didn't say anything about when you should deliver the envelope, the brain had told him. Under international law, you have the right to make a plan. They were sitting in a booth at the Sugar Bowl. Buster and Francine were there too. Prunella and Muffy were seated behind them. Arthur had bought some candy, but he wasn't eating it. He was just moving it around in front of him. The candy was shaped in a rectangle with a big question mark inside it. The brain was staring hard at Arthur's envelope. "If only I could use X-ray vision," he said. Buster grabbed the envelope from him. "We have to take action. I don't want to spend all summer doing fun stuff without you." He pushed the envelope toward the edge of the table. "Hey, what if you accidentally lost it?" He shoved the envelope onto the floor. It could end up in the trash, or a shredder, then bulldozed into a landfill. Only the seagulls would read it there, and we don't have to worry what they think. "That's true," said Arthur. Prunella picked up the envelope. "Don't listen to him, Arthur. He doesn't look ahead. You need to think of something that won't be blamed on you in the end." She paused. "Maybe you could hide it in the laundry basket, and it could get washed." She picked up the envelope and held it carefully, as if it were wet and dripping. "She won't be able to read it, but you won't be blamed." "Laundry," said Arthur. "Interesting." "Not interesting," said Muffy. "Risky. You need to get it as far away from your house as possible. Buy it a first-class ticket to Alaska or Timbuktu." "I don't have that kind of money," said Arthur. He looked at the clock. It was time to go home. Everyone went outside. Francine was still frowning. "There must be some way out of this," she said. The brain looked down at the storm drain. "You could drop it in here," he said. "The current would carry it into Bear Lake, and from there to the Otter River. Once it was in the harbor, it would be carried out to sea, maybe even to Europe. When it eventually washed up on shore, it's possible a mother might find it, but she probably wouldn't understand English. So, you'd be safe." "Europe is far away," said Arthur. Francine plucked the envelope from the brain's hand. "Don't do it, Arthur," she said. "If you try to lose it, you'll be in double trouble, for losing it and for whatever you did in the first place." She handed the envelope back to him. "The whole thing doesn't seem fair," said Arthur. "I didn't do anything. I'll just have to give the envelope to my mother and see what happens." He had hoped saying that would make him feel better. It didn't. "That's a last resort," said the brain. "But of course, the choice is yours."